Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Azar Matani, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Tommy Sondi.
That's me.
And as always, the benign Tony O.
Morning, boys. Yeah, benign. I had a different image in my head, but okay. I'm just not gonna go there.
What was the image in your head?
No.
Now I have to know.
Well, medically speaking, that's where my mind went. Yeah. I was like, wait, what? So
tell you what, medically, I would also describe you as benign.
Again, I'm just not gonna go there. Yeah, I was just having a look at this, trying to see if you shaved or your beard just caught up with your mustache. But,
Bit of both. Bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's over now, eh? November or whatever, yeah. All done.
Well, I had to get passport pictures taken, so I was like, I need to look presentable.
You know what? Congrats, is there?
Congratulations, yes.
Thank you.
Big milestone. Yep.
In celebration of becoming a Canadian citizen, I am wearing a Denmark jersey, so...
Well...
Clearly, I plan stuff out very well.
Let's hope Immigration Canada don't listen or watch this. Yeah.
No, let's hope. I kind of do hope just...
The list of countries that we are, potentially getting banned in just continues to rise. Already in Saudi, probably Qatar.
You're banned in
It would be really bad if we got banned in Canada, considering
yeah.
that's where we're based. I think that would be raps for us.
Yeah. At this point,
Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah. But hey, guys, it was
big weekend of Premier League football.
Weekend. Yeah.
Let's get stuck right into it. Man City 3, Tottenham Hotspur 3. How do they keep getting away with this? How do Spurs keep taking points of Pep Guardiola, no matter how bad of a moment they seem to be in? You can guarantee that they will take points off City.
Yeah, what was it? Injury crisis, so many guys out, Madison, whatever, and then you have them. What, did they lose 3 straight? Was it 3 straight they were on? I think
They've lost 3 on 3 in a row.
And then they got to play City away from home. You're like, damn, they're gonna get crushed 5-0, right? I'm like, there's no way that this can happen.
They should have been 5-1 down at halftime. Like, if Erling Haaland remembered how to finish, I don't know, man needed a fucking software update or something, but he was off today.
Yeah.
I don't understand Erling Haaland, how he scores so many goals. He sometimes just looks like he doesn't know how to kick a football. It's crazy. It just goes through these periods where you're like, are you really a top-class player? And then you just have to go and look at the stat sheet to remind yourself. But he, in this game, I don't know. I feel like this season, maybe a little bit even more so, he's just looked a little bit wasteful. But,
I can agree.
He's still top scorer in the Premier League.
I know, that's the crazy thing,
14 goals or something like that?
Would he still be top scorer if we counted Son's own goals and offside goals? That's what I wonder too. Yeah, because Son has a few of those. Yeah, he definitely helped today. Yeah,
2 goals in 3 minutes, 1 on each net. I mean, that's just good stuff. That's good Barclays right there.
Great finish.
Yeah, great. The
finish.
counterattack was fantastic to open up.
I was poor.
The match. Yeah,
I was poor from Doku.
He's not a defender. What do you want? What do you want him to do? He doesn't know what he's doing.
I just can't. I don't know. It's so funny to me how the psychology of an attacker is just like, if Doku was chasing that ball down, he'd be way more aggressive in winning it. You know what I mean? Like, if he was the one trying to score. Well, because he's the one trying to defend, his intensity is just not in the right. I don't know. I get the feeling that with Doku, in the second half of the season, we won't see much of him. It will be Grealish that will be playing in, the crunch periods. You know what I mean? I feel like he's a bit of a maverick in a way.
Yeah, in terms of their system he's more of that outlier. Yeah, for sure.
It's the same way you'd see less of Mahrez as the season will go on.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like that would be Grealish's time, so to speak. But
he got one this game, and they said it was his first goal in 27 appearances across all competitions. And I was like,
Yeah, he's been a bit rubbish.
That's not good. That's
Been a bit rubbish. £100 million player. He's getting away with it. Yeah. I don't even think he has that many assists either, if any. So
well, you may be right because last season, right?
I mean,
he was pretty good.
Jackie Boy is barely getting into the team.
Yeah.
there's a reason for that because he has 1 goal in 27 appearances. That's why. Yeah. I mean, he did do well this week. We're flogging him a bit, but I don't know. What do you guys make of? Well, I feel like we always do this, and then they just go in a run of 25 wins or something.
Yeah, I'm not getting drawn into this. You can't trick me like this. I know they're gonna win 10, 15 straight the moment like February hits. So
when KDB comes
I'm
back, they'll go on a run. That's the consensus?
Yeah. Well, I find it weird in the summer that Pep sold all his attacking fullbacks because at some point he's going to need to change the system, right? Like, this is what happens. He finds a system that carries City on this incredible run, and then he get figured out a bit, and then he changes it. But I'm just wondering how he's going to change it now. And he'll find a way. Might be Haaland at left back. Who knows? But he'll find a way to make them more solid. I mean, Vardy, I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't think this guy's that good.
I
don't think he's that. Yeah. Like, ever since Messi turned him inside out in the World Cup, he's just looked really... He can't change direction quickly, right? Like, he's pretty quick running in a straight line, but the moment you shake him bake, nothing. He's
a tall guy, no? Is he not fairly big? Like,
he's tall for a left back. He's not very tall for a center back.
Here's my question.
He's 6 foot or just over 6 foot. Yeah.
When I saw him first for Croatia, like a lot. I mean, yes, last season we were in from he was with Red Bulls, right? He's a center back, is he not? Just a pure.
Pep doesn't like him there, and I'll be honest, I don't like him there either.
Really, I thought he was excellent.
I'm not a fan. He's like a back 3 left-sided center back, right? Like, if you're playing with a 2 in there, I don't know that he has... I'm talking about him being slow, right? You don't want him to be one of the last men back in a 1v1 situation, which is what happens with City's center backs a lot. But the funny thing is, the other guys that are there, Diaz and Akanji, they're getting spun these days as well. Mm-hmm. Even Kyle Walker at times. You saw the Leipzig game, right? Openda had those guys on toast.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know. City's defenders are not looking great at the moment. 9 goals, I think, in 4 games is very un-City-like.
Very unheard of in terms of...
I mean, even, like, especially on that first goal in particular, even Ederson's looked
it's
shaky
rubbish.
in his shot
But
stopping.
that
went right
That's been going on for years, though, with Ederson. It's been going on for years. They didn't sign him for his hands. They signed him for just like, another Manchester club. Signed him for his feet. Different is, one club's making it work. And, we'll talk about Man United.
When
God help us, we will talk about Man United.
Yeah. When Foden had so much of space for that second goal when he was in, just acres in that penalty box and scored, I was like, all right, that's it. This game's over.
They're so bad defensively.
Yeah,
so bad.
Tottenham too, right?
They scored 3 goals from 0.5 xG. They always do this to City. They just take every chance they get.
It's amazing. I mean, honestly, was it Kulusevski scored the header at the end, right?
Oh, what a header.
Oh, majestic.
What a header.
Beautiful. Yeah. He flew through the air.
He embarrassed Ake. Completely embarrassed Ake, right?
That was that classic, in the NBA when someone just absolutely dunks on someone and just ball swinging in the face.
Dominated.
Absolutely embarrassed. Posterized him.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It was fantastic.
Jumping header goals, flying header goals are some of my favorite goals. They're up there. They just look so good.
He had the decency to put it bar down as well.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Unstoppable.
Yes, please.
But just before that, Bissouma had a terrible game. But why is he trying to dribble through 3 guys on the press in his own third?
This is why he didn't play for Conte.
This is
why he didn't play.
It makes sense, yeah.
He had a great start to the season, and the last 3 games he's been absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. It's
Almost cost them the points. Almost, but
system player. Look good at Brighton. Maybe Brighton's midfielders should be avoided. I don't know, but yeah.
I mean, I'll start about how signing people from Brighton goes.
I'm still on the fence about Caicedo. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
What about Cucurella?
Yeah, he doesn't play anymore. Oh no, he does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. Come on now. What about Robert Sanchez? You signed a lot of players from Brighton.
You signed a lot of players from
We
Brighton.
signed too many. Please,
Arsenal have some players from Brighton, but they've been good.
Actually, I say one more. We can sign Ferguson. We can take one more. Okay. And then we
destroy another player.
You will ruin him. You will absolutely ruin him.
One more thing about this game before we go on. So towards the end, Haaland gets clipped.
Oh my god!
And then it looks like the ref was about to blow his whistle, but then plays the advantage. Haaland plays a great ball in. I think it's Grealish out on.
It's Grealish
on his own, and then the ref blows it back, and for rightly so, Haaland loses his mind because it was an atrocious goal.
You see his tweet right after the game.
So funny.
What the fuck?
So funny.
I
could not stop laughing. Obviously, terrible refereeing, but also incredibly funny.
What do you think's happened?
All I have this year is taking joy in the misery of others, and I'm full. I am full up. That's so funny.
I think the referee has thought that Grealish is offside and and brought back the advantage, forgetting that there is a protocol for offside now for VAR. Yep. If I'm being kind, that's what I think's happened.
Okay.
Maybe he just didn't want to run, because that happens to some referees too. They need a break. It was a bit of a basketball game. Yeah, that is, I don't know.
You know what I
Pep
thought
afterwards.
It was? Yeah.
What, match fixing?
No, it was like he had.
The Saudi checks are bigger than the Abu Dhabi ones.
Like I'm wondering if he actually initially did blow his whistle for a foul, and then noticed that some of the Spurs players may have reacted to that, and then played the advantage and like, oh no, I fucked up, so I gotta call it back now. Like I wonder.
I don't think
he
did. I don't think so.
I didn't watch it close enough to really.
There are not that many thoughts going through his head.
Yeah, that's like, was he thinking that much? Yeah, probably not. It was terrible.
I did enjoy the City fans chanting "cheat, cheat, cheat" afterwards. It's very nice of them to call out their owners like that.
You could hear them, because all I heard was Spurs fans the entire game.
I was gonna say they were not interested in this game.
That was the only time you could hear them, was after that.
Yeah.
That was the only time all the game you could hear them.
They were bored, man. A lot of them leaving to get drinks and food. I'm like, there is a football match going on. What kind of...
It's not even like, it's a good game.
It's
it's an exciting game.
They're so bored of their team. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. It's like they're paid to be there instead of paying to be there.
I mean...
It's possible.
You said it, not me.
I'm happy to, I'm happy to say
they don't call it the empty HUD for no reason.
Tony, you were going to say something about Pep's press conference, I think.
Oh, afterwards they asked him about that incident. He said, I don't want to do it, Mikel Arteta. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's like he did. And then he goes on and talks about it. So it's like,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, fun times for sure. I enjoyed that. I mean, it's sad that Tottenham gets a point, but I mean, I'll take it.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with this one.
This is you have to appreciate them always taking points off City.
Definitely.
It's nice. It's heritage at this point.
It's football heritage.
Yeah, it is heritage.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Get this shit over with. Newcastle 1, Man United 0. Jesus Christ, how was this one not more than 1-0? Like, because I think, hey, positives.
Wow,
United did not miss a single big chance in this game. Mostly because they failed to create a single big chance, but hey, the finishing wasn't a problem because we didn't have any chances to finish.
I mean, talk about a reach. Wow.
Other positives.
Okay.
The kit looks nice.
Does it?
I like the home kit this season.
That's what's important. You like it.
Other positives.
Onana made some saves, I think, right? He made some saves.
I don't think he made that many saves. I think Newcastle's finishing
Newcastle
was
just
dreadful.
didn't hit the target.
Their finishing was
Newcastle didn't hit the
dreadful.
target.
He made one save that was really good on
he made one save.
Almiron.
No.
Yeah. That is a positive, to be fair,
That's a
because
positive,
in midweek, oh my
Yeah,
god,
you
that's the worst goalkeeping display I've ever
Jesus
seen.
fuck.
Oh man.
I'd
Jesus
forgotten
fuck.
about that. It was, oh my god, yeah.
Consider yourself lucky that
Ziyech.
you'd forgotten about it, because it has been playing over and over in my head.
Gotta give it to Ziyech. He just immediately recognized that this guy is rubbish. Just started
Just
shooting
shoot
at
at
him.
him.
Yeah, shoot.
Oh man.
Truly, just we exist for the entertainment of others.
I'm entertained.
This is why we're here. There you go.
You're
entertained.
You know what else I'm
Tony's
entertained
entertained.
by? I'm also entertained by the amount of effort that Rashford and Martial can put into a
Good
football
God,
match.
it was
I-
bad.
I'm gonna listen. Yeah, United are not gonna go anywhere until they sell this kid. I'm sorry, Rashford. His attitude he's a great guy off the field. He's got some great policies and ideas. Philanthropist. He takes really good for the community. On the field, his attitude sucks, man. It sucked for years. When he's playing well, when he's not playing well, his attitude stinks. Ragnick, when you guys brought him in, he was recommending a lot of changes that would have been very painful. And you guys decided it was too expensive and you got rid of him. You went against your agreement to have him stay on as a consultant. Huge mistake. I'm looking at Rashford and he's losing the ball and walking, man. He's not even jogging at this point, pretending to run back. He's just walking. And he's been moved by Garnacho, rightfully so, because Garnacho has been...
Garnacho is actually providing a threat down one
Yeah.
side, so yeah, no, that has been the right thing to start Garnacho over him over
He
there.
needs to start getting rid of these players before the young players in the team that actually have some kind of enthusiasm and before the coachable players basically just pick up this attitude as well and stick with it. I was listening to Gary Neville afterwards because, when he talks about United, usually there's a bit of sense there. And he basically pointed out the last time you guys looked coached was Louis van Gaal. And every other manager has only been able to play one way since. Sit back and counter. No matter what, might be a little bit, you might invert a fullback here and get a ball-playing goalkeeper here, but it is sit back and counter. That's it. Can't produce anything else. I don't know, man. I thought Saturday was disgusting from a lot of the players. I really did. I'm looking I actually started to feel bad for Ten Hag because he's screaming at everybody and his mind is just who the fuck do I sub? You know what I mean? Who do I sub? He's just
If you could sub off 11 guys, he would sub off.
I think the only guys who come out of the game with any credit are Shaw and Maguire. Really, they were just trying to put out fires.
Shaw was really good.
Yeah. The rest
Here's
of them
my-
just didn't try.
Man, the fact that we're still starting McTominay again and again and again and again is
forget
insane to me.
McTominay. McTominay is rubbish, right? It's Rashford. He needs to.
Yeah,
He needs to stop playing at this point. He's started to
needs to be
Sancho.
benched.
He's started to Anthony, and I can argue that those guys won't be worse than Rashford. All right, Anthony will put in more effort than Rashford will,
Not
for sure.
Not on the basis of this season. Yeah.
Here's my question: Why don't you just send this guy to the under 23s and just pick up someone from there and play him? You'll have more effort.
Because it's on
Why don't you do that?
$75,000 a week.
Well,
That's
who
a big
cares?
part of
At
why.
this point,
I'm
know.
with you.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen.
That's what needs to
A
happen,
few
yeah.
contracts need to be torn up. They shouldn't have given him a new deal. I think it was a good time to say goodbye last season.
Yeah. Sell high.
Because he's a very predictable player. Contract year, he plays out of his mind, right? He always does this. And then the next season is a down season. And there's always a reason for it. It's just laziness. But for me, it's just it's an attitude thing.
Yeah.
There's too much evidence now. He's 26, right? Rashford?
Jesus Christ, is he already 26?
I think so. He's not a kid.
That makes me feel old. Yeah, no, Mid-20s for sure. But Jesus Christ, like, way to remind me of my own mortality. But yeah, honestly, for me,
Yeah,
at this point, it's just apathy when we lose. I'm like, yeah, I didn't go into this expecting us to win. Like, I didn't expect, like, you know, I didn't expect the sort of, like, you know, a big bounce back showing after the disaster against Galatasaray. I expected them to roll over and die in St. James Park because they can't handle a hostile crowd. And, you know, for all the faults of Newcastle as an institution, they have a very passionate fan base. They've got a fantastic atmosphere at St. James Park, and there was no way they were going to handle it, and they didn't handle it. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like anything I say about Man United, I have said on this platform again and again, and not only this season. Like, I've been saying it since we started this podcast. I've been saying it in our group chats since before then. I'm like, I don't know. It's hard for me to get excited. Some people will be like, oh, you know, it looks like the Ratcliffe 25% thing is going to go through and he's going to get sporting control. And I'm like, okay, but that doesn't excite me because I don't trust it, because I don't trust anything with this club. Like, how can I? Like, you tell me, like, on what evidence I should trust anything that this club does, because they've proven time and time again to just be incompetent from top to bottom. So, and, like, people will be like, oh, do you want Ten Hag sacked? I'm like, if we sack him, do you think this club is going to bring in the right guy? I don't.
Is there a right guy? That's
who would you bring in?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know
let's say
if
Ten
there
Hag
is a
sacked
right
tomorrow. Who
guy.
do you bring in?
Yeah.
I don't know if there is a right guy, but it's very clear that Ten Hag is not. Like, I think I have some sympathy for him because it's a very difficult situation, but his recruitment's been awful. That's the thing with Ten Hag. His recruitment has been awful. Casemiro, like, legend. Well, yeah, I think legend of the game in his own right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, legend of the game, but not the right time to be signing him. Right? Like, Onana, no.
Anthony,
Jesus Christ.
one of the lot.
Amrabat was signed in.
Varane
He's
as
been
well.
absurd. What's his name? Mino has taken over from Amrabat already. Varane, yeah.
Hoyland can't get a goal in the Premier League. Varane was Solskjaer.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you're
came
right.
in same time as Ronaldo and Sancho. Jesus, what a mess that fucking...
I don't know what's going on there. I saw your lineup yesterday. I'm like, this could be 5 or 6. Like, I saw Maguire and Shaw in defense. I'm like, and I looked at the bench. I saw
Man.
Lindelof and Varane. I'm like, what is going on right now? Why? If you're going
Why
to,
are we playing Dallo?
if you
Dallo
are-
is not a good left back.
If
He's
you're going
barely
to-
a serviceable right back.
if you're going to say that Varane is not an option, don't bring him.
Play Lindelof.
It-
Play Lindelof.
Don't
why is he
don't
not on the
bring
bench?
him. Why is he
Yeah.
on the bench?
Yeah.
It's mixed. But yeah, who do you get? I don't know. I don't know. I enjoyed the Van Gaal team, to be honest, but
I did not. Van
I
Gaal's
don't
team
see. That's the
was
thing.
terrible
That's
to
the thing.
watch. It was so bad.
unanimously. But the thing is, I felt like you guys looked coached. It's just that the tempo of the game was slow, but I knew positionally where everyone was going to be. Like, remember the FA Cup final, semi-final goal that Martial scored against Everton?
Yeah, the one against Everton.
That was
Yeah.
that's the best Martial I've seen. Maybe you can talk about the Ole Martial with the front three.
I
but-
do think like that COVID season Martial was his best, but I get what you're saying that outside of that season, I do think under Van Gaal in Van Gaal's second season, he was
That's the most coached you've looked. Maybe stylistically it didn't work, but you know, back then Rashford and Martial were still young and coachable, and now you have Mainu, you have Garnacho. I don't know if Pellistri is really that good. You have Lisandro Martinez. I don't know. Luke Shaw. That's kind of it, really. You kind of need to start again. I don't know. It's just, it's kind of...
like, look, we need to tank for the first overall draft pick. just rebuild.
Well, what
I don't
about
know.
you know what?
That's like how am I supposed to give a shit at this point? What they do?
I'm sending
Like,
out messages to United fans. They're just reading my messages now. They're just leaving my messages on red. They don't have the energy to respond.
No, and I agree with them. I'm fucking tired, Tony.
Yes.
I wake up the fact that I still watch every single game midweek. If it's a 7:30 a.m. kickoff, I'll wake up and I watch. That's fucking insane that I do that. It's insanity. Call a wellness check on me. What are you doing? You're supposed to be my friends.
Hey, we
Why
check.
Are you letting me do
You're
this?
the only one that responds. I'm like, okay, Uzi's alive. I'm concerned about some others.
Yeah.
I'm contractually obligated to respond to you because I know if I don't, I'm gonna get called out on this shit.
Yeah.
This is where Tony, or I was really bummed that your personal phone didn't work this whole weekend because I was just waiting for those tweets or whatever you're gonna share with about United stats or this and that. I was like, no, not this.
Oh,
week.
wait. There's a
Talking
picture.
a lot of shit
Hold
for
on,
a
let
guy
me.
whose team is still in 10th.
I
Alright.
think they finished
Calm
ahead of
down.
you at this rate. You're
Probably.
playing next. Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah.
so good. I want
but-
an instant
I'll
reaction
use that
from both
one,
of you,
too.
please. Instant
I-
reaction.
Yeah.
Have I not done enough for you?
You can always do more. You know.
That's true. Jesus Christ, man.
Hey, but you know what? Much as before we move on, Newcastle, they crushed us. They got very unlucky against PSG midweek, and then they beat United. So they had a good time with
I
the-
loved that, by the way. The
with,
midweek call. It was fantastic. Just after all the shit about respect the referees, to see all the hypocrisy was amazing. Yeah. Tommy, I dropped something in the chat. You want to have a look at that? Yeah.
I will check it out.
You
I'll
know,
check it out.
This
for
is
sure.
gonna pop up on the video now.
Oh, is it? Great.
Yeah.
I might as well. Can you see my screen?
No.
No.
Oh, in the Skype
No,
chat.
don't
Okay.
screen
Go on.
What are you...
I was checking my phone, Tony, for some reason.
It's
Piece of
the
shit.
record against the.
All right, here's
top
the.
nine.
Oh, yeah, against the top.
Oh my
nine.
god!
Yeah.
It's just a
Top
red
nine.
carpet. It's unbelievable with a stain of
Hey,
yellow.
we have that one draw away to Tottenham, okay?
See, this is where you have to put some blame on Ten Hag. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
that's a pretty poor record.
It's not good.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
10,
Should we move on?
10 number of points we'll probably get before the end of the season. Might survive relegation at this rate.
With the way those three are looking down there, possibly.
What's next? Jesus Christ, we're running behind. Chelsea 3, Brighton 2. Look at that, you fuckers won a game.
Hey, I tell you.
Despite your best efforts to throw it away, you won a game.
1 week good, 1 week bad. We lost last week. That means
So,
this week is good.
so in midweek against us, are we gonna get good
Well,
Chelsea, bad Chelsea, or something in between Chelsea?
This is the thing.
What kind of Goldilocks
So
stuff
this
is
is the
this?
thing is that we're actually undefeated this season playing midweek games.
Because you don't play midweek
kind of
games.
record is that? Who cares?
We
He
did.
played like
we
two.
played in the what is it? The Carabao Cup. And
Aren't you eliminated from the Carabao?
No. We're in it. We're in
You're
it.
still there?
Yeah. Is it you? Maybe you guys are.
I thought you were
eliminated.
out.
We're still there. All right.
I don't pay attention to Chelsea, man.
Yeah, we're still there.
I don't give a shit.
I think we played 2 or 3 midweek games, and we are undefeated. All right. But also,
Congratulations.
We just won this weekend, so our record is win one, lose
tell
one,
me,
win one.
Tell
lose
me,
one.
when would you like the trophy for that?
Yeah. Well, when do we win the Carabao Cup? You can give me some Carabao, right? Yeah.
Yeah, get you
Okay.
some, please, on that sweet Carabao.
Exactly.
Delicious,
So,
nutritious Carabao.
yeah. So in terms of what's going to happen, it's unclear. But what is clear is that we got 3 points on the weekend, and that is huge, because we stay 10th, top of the table. Top of the table,
you
Tony.
need to
So
keep pace
Tony
with
doesn't
Brentford.
scroll down. You know what I mean? I don't want Tony scrolling
Stay
down.
on
to see
page
it.
1. Congratulations. The bottom of page 1.
And also, Tony's asked last week, if you remember, he's like, "What does Enzo do?" Well, guess what? Enzo can score goals now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got his header. He got his PK goal.
Yeah.
He's contributed now to the score sheet.
He
which
has.
is nice
He's on
to
the
see.
stat sheet. Yeah. He's not a 6. He's not a 6. I don't think. He's, maybe he is of. I don't know what he is, but
He's
good
a
for him.
midfielder. He's a midfielder. He's a
Well, that he is. He's a midfielder. Yeah.
He's Argentinian as well. That's what he is.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah.
Name's Enzo.
He's about 5'9", 5'10".
He's got a lot of tattoos.
Yeah. Spiky hair, no beard. He's plenty of things.
Yeah, he's got a lot of that. And for us, what was it? We have this. We're a very immature team, and you can see it based on the fact that our captains keep getting themselves into yellow card trouble. And it was Reece James last week doing stupid challenges, and now it's Gallagher this week.
I don't understand why the Thiago Silva just doesn't have the armband.
I don't understand.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But whatever.
Yeah, he was really good this week after that shocker stinker he had. He picked it up. Our players in general picked it up. I would say it was actually a good performance.
So I'll be honest with you. I thought Brighton would lose because I saw their game against AK Athens in midweek.
Yeah,
that team is they're on the edge physically. Like they've
already got a
shit ton of
injuries,
right?
Injuries. Yeah.
Speaking of injuries, we forgot to mention Nick Pope. Newcastle, they're down 12 players at the moment, which is embarrassing for United even more. But yes,
even more embarrassing.
No. We haven't sunk to the depths of our embarrassment yet. Just you wait. We will embarrass ourselves.
I could not believe you guys didn't shoot on that empty net. He was down for about a minute.
They should have.
Yeah.
They should have.
It's like the net's empty, guys. Just shoot. I was yelling, just shoot.
Imagine if they signed De Gea as an emergency stopgap while Pope's injured.
I can see it. I'm loving De Gea. It's just he's just like, no, I won't go to Saudi. Someone will pick me up. It's just the confidence to take a break.
I mean, he's got enough money to fall back.
Exactly.
On,
so. Anyway, Brighton. Yeah, they're physically on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them. They were lucky to win that game midweek. They got a soft penalty.
But they're through, right?
They're through. They've done really well. They've been doing well in Europe, but they've just been struggling in the league as a result of their European exploits, right? But you guys took full advantage. I think Brighton had majority of the shots. Something like
majority possession. After that red card, we just sat back, and Brighton they had chances. It wasn't like they didn't create. They had some chances. Sanchez came up with some saves, and then they did get one back late in the game. I think
the penalty was a killer. I think when Mudryk showed his speed.
Stonewall though.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing.
Well, the commentators were like, I don't know. But anyways, for me it was Stonewall.
We have established that whatever commentators we get on Football TV are the fucking absolutely beyond clueless.
Fair enough. Yeah. But I was surprised that we held out the game, but I'm happy, so we'll take it and rest.
The little refereeing bit at the end. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I was gonna mention this.
My God!
I think I lost my mind.
So, the referee gives a corner kick, right? Because it hits the guy's head clearly, and then the VAR official says, it's hit his hand. You might want to take another look at this." And he goes over to the monitor, and the VAR guy's like, actually, it looks like it's hit his head. No penalty call. Then the referee points to the spot afterwards and gives a penalty. Like, he points to the spot and then goes over and gives a drop ball. And I'm like, it's a corner kick? What are you guys doing? It's just, they look so lost. It's amateurish. And Brighton are like, it's a freaking corner. It's a chance for us to maintain pressure on the situation. You're giving a drop ball to Chelsea. Like, I had to go back and check. Did he just blow before giving the corner? But no, he gave the corner before. Have the rules changed? Is that something I don't know?
What I couldn't believe was the fact that he had to go to the monitor.
Yeah, I was nuts.
It was clear. You see one replay, it's like, it's his head. His arm is like out here. It's his head. That's fine. I'm like, what are they? There must be something else to go
over
to
and over. They were looking
and it was just like, I honestly was losing my mind at that point. But you're right.
And then I thought he gave it. I was just like, he's giving it.
I know, yeah. He pointed right to us.
Just like,
man, these officials.
Yeah.
It's it's something. I don't even. I'm starting to run out of words to describe it.
Okay.
But let's move on. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. Pretty straightforward game for about 80 minutes, and then a very, very nervy last 10 for Arsenal. But they came out of it with 3 points.
Our strikers, man. Like, Nketiah comes on in this game. Odegaard gives him this crazy flip-flop pass, and he's through on goal. They just can't finish. Like, some of these guys, he hits the post, and everyone's like, oh, it's close. I'm like, no. It's like, you score that. You have to score that. Trossard had one.
Shot off target.
Yeah, it is. Trossard had one that he should have done better with as well. Put through by Odegaard. I mean, the last 2 games we played against Lens and Wolves, Odegaard's looked back to his best. He's been struggling recently, and I think as a result, the team's been struggling. It's good to see him, ticking again, because he's the one that gets our attack going, really.
The
Zinchenko was
you guys had, were fantastic.
Yeah, Zinchenko was fantastic in this game going forward. Defensively, he's a mess, man. And I don't even think
you can see why City moved on from him.
Yeah, I mean, Pep got rid of all his attacking fullbacks. He was done with all of them. But I don't know. I don't even think with Zinchenko it's that he can't defend. I think it's just arrogance, right? Like, he just makes technical mistakes in the final third that he shouldn't be making because he tries to do too much. Like, most defenders in that situation just clear the ball. But he's just trying to take the ball and look for a pass or a dribble. Anyway, whatever. Thankfully, it didn't come to anything in the end. We didn't throw the game away. And, nice to be top. We'll see how long it lasts.
Pretty straightforward, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty straight. Hey, Spurs helped you out. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, I don't have much else to say on this game because I had it on, and once Arsenal went 2-0 up, it was very calm, very serene for the rest of the first half, especially. Second half, Wolves started getting back into it until they eventually got their goal.
We need to start scoring 3 or 4 more consistently.
My Saliba clean sheet in fantasy, but that's fine. Yeah. But
I really
is what it is.
I really like Gabriel Jesus' hold-up play in this game. Like, you see him in link-up plays, fantastic.
Fantastic.
Right?
Can't fucking finish.
Can't fucking finish. Yeah. Jesus Christ, yeah. Except when it's the Champions League. Turns to R9 in the Champions League. He just scores all the time there. His record in Champions League is great. It's like he's just 2 different players. He scored in every Champions League game he's played this season.
Wow.
Scored 1 in the Premier League in 9. I'm like, what is going on? It's the same net.
This is like the fucking Man United stats where Onana was like leading the league in clean sheets in the Premier League. Most goals conceded in the Champions League. Højlund, top scorer in Champions League, no goals in the Prem. I'm like, sure, that's fine. Can we divide it up over both, maybe? But whatever. Can't get drawn back into Man United. Let's move on. Liverpool 4, Fulham 3. Insane late comeback. This was a really fun game.
Yeah.
Trent with the winner right at the death. I think it was Endo who scored the equalizer just before then.
They just scored bangers in this game.
Every goal, for Liverpool.
Yeah, it's just I think Trent's was the closest, and it was just on the edge of the box. The rest of them were from outside the area. I mean, I guess a free kick technically was an own goal.
Free kick was technically scored from a yard out.
Yeah,
so.
But
despite Don Hutchinson's best efforts to award the goal to Trent.
Maybe he has him on fantasy.
Comms, but
he probably has him on fantasy.
Yeah.
Well, he gets the assist points. He'll be fine.
The McAllister goal was a thing of beauty.
The McAllister one was maybe my favorite.
That was fantastic. That was a brilliant strike. It was like throughout this game, Tommy and I were having a conversation. I was just replaying our conversation from last week about whether Liverpool will be title contenders or not. And at 3-2, I could hear Tommy's voice just like...
Well, I was saying it, It's like, dang. Your phone's not working, I can't text you, but...
but then right away, Liverpool scored. That's the thing, they just have so much firepower. Nunez had a couple of really good chances that he should have done better with, but that's very typical.
He put the harder chance off the bar and whiffed on the easier chance.
Yeah, that's very Nunez.
Just outstanding stuff. Like, A
box
master,
office.
a master at work. Really,
He's the most entertaining striker to watch in the league.
oh, he's so much fun.
By
He
far.
is so much fun.
Yeah.
You never know what he's gonna do.
No.
Like every fourth touch of his is just RNG. Could be anything.
Yeah.
It's crazy
but
they keep getting away with this. You know what I mean? Like,
it is.
Yeah.
3 goals from outside, basically 4 goals from distance is. It
not
feels
sustainable.
unsustainable. Yeah,
It's
it
not
does.
sustainable, Tony. Yeah.
And conceding 3 goals to Fulham, who. They don't have Alisson and Ned anymore to save them. You know,
Yeah.
Kelleher.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be back.
I mean,
in
Kelleher
5 or
did
6
make
games.
he made a mess of the.
He did.
I think it was the second Fulham goal.
Even the first, really. Yeah. The goals were very similar. The 2 goals were very similar. Getting across. I mean, the first one, they get across Trent. Surprise, surprise, to score at the near post. It is what Trent does. Yeah, their defense is awful. But their attack is,
Fantastic.
So, it's not the kind of team that wins leagues, but they will rack up a lot of points, right? So, we'll see where it comes crashing down, but so far they're having a great season. Yeah, unfortunately.
Still near the top. Yeah. I mean, I still think it's going to be unsustainable. But hey, you look at City. They're winning games while conceding. What you said, 3-4 goals.
They haven't won in the last 3.
Oh, they're actually not winning games. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, never,
Yeah.
but,
That's crazy to say. City haven't won in the last 3.
Yeah.
It's nuts. 3 draws in a row. Wow. Yeah.
At least we
I
can
mean,
say that
what-
United is not the most informed team in the league. No, is that? Can we say that? Or
Yeah.
thank,
That
I fucking hope so.
thank God.
Jesus. That was the thing.
But that stat getting bandied about, I was like, this annoys me. This annoys me. I don't like this.
All right.
But let's move on to another team that picked up a big win. Burnley, 5-0 against Sheffield United. I mean, they scored a minute into this game, I think.
15
And
seconds.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Fastest goal in the league this season. And they went 2-0 up. Sheffield United picked up a stupid red from Ollie McBurney. And Jesus Christ, they fell apart after that.
Yeah, they conceded 5 to Arsenal, 8 to Newcastle, now 5 to Burnley. 5 to Burnley, for God's sakes. Like, Burnley were last starting this weekend.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
had the worst goal difference in the league going
Oh,
into
they
this, I
have
think.
to. They have to, right? They just fold. I am seeing that Chris Wilder could be set to return to Sheffield United. We all know
That is interesting.
Yeah, he was good for them.
Yeah.
I've been wondering who
I'll wait
they'd
to
get.
see more underlapping centre backs.
That was fun. Honestly, their squad sucks, man.
It's
Let's be honest. It sucks, and I mean, I'm happy for Burnley because I do think they're a well-coached team. I just don't think they're very good, and
I think Burnley's recruitment in the summer was a mess.
it was a
That
mess.
has been the big thing holding them back.
yeah, and also the fact that company won't change the way they play for different games. This shows how successful they
It
could
works.
have been
It
in the
works when they
Champions.
play against a championship team.
Exactly. Yeah.
This looked
But,
like
you
this
know.
looked like the team that won the championship with like 100 points or whatever it was last year.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he told them in the before the game. Guys, this is just a championship, right? It's not. We're not in the Premier League right now. Go play.
They've won their games against the newly promoted teams.
Did they beat
You know,
Luton?
they beat Luton.
Okay.
Beat
That-
Luton away. Beat Sheffield United at home. And just need to play more championship teams.
Will that be enough to keep them up?
I
If they
think
only
that's
beat
it for
Luton?
the season until they play them again. So what is that? That's 12 points guaranteed. Great.
There you go.
Yeah, that should keep them up. Yeah.
Maybe Everton get a few extra point deductions.
I mean,
It could still happen, right? Yeah.
I saw. We're gonna come to them at some point. Who won this week? I can't remember. Okay, it was Burnley, and I'm thinking, maybe Everton might be in trouble, and then, Everton right away response. So I'm like, yeah, they'll be fine. It's just
I think Everton will be fine.
they're almost there.
Yeah, so
They're almost there.
I mean, we might as well talk to them right now. Talk about them right now. Forest 0, Everton 1. I think like the job that Sean Dyche is doing with them is going a little bit under the radar.
It is. He's
like
been good.
I don't think he's getting enough praise. Like he's doing the same thing he did at Burnley, where he's tightened up their defense a lot, and
But they're creating a
you
lot
know,
though.
it's
They're creating a lot.
They just like it's just their finishing is inconsistent. So like you look at the game against United last week in the first half when they had control, their finishing wasn't there. This week they took one of their chances, they didn't concede.
I have to ask, when did Calvert-Lewin get injured again? I just have to ask, because 2 weeks ago he was fit.
When you say injured again, that implies he was not injured.
I swear he was
Yeah.
fit.
He
What-
wasn't. I think he got a knock to the head, Tony.
Whatever.
So he may be up for
Oh,
concussion
is it?
or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if he's injured again, I can't.
Move on.
I
Move
can't
on,
respect
yeah.
that. Yeah.
They have 5
Beto.
wins, though, eh?
Yeah, Beto's not been good. He had a miss in this game. I'm just like, okay, all those goals you were scoring, different league. You come here, you can't keep your head. I don't know. They need him to stop firing. McNeil had a good game. I think scored the winner.
Yeah.
Good finish. Bad defending by yours, Serge Aurier, as you'd expect.
Surprise.
Surprise. Serge Aurier is, to me, what Jordan Ayew is to you. Like, I just think Serge Aurier is truly rubbish. Yeah. I don't know how he's...
I don't know if you hate him with enough passion to compare to how much I hate Jordan Ayew.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get the attraction to Aurier. But people keep signing him.
This Everton team has 5 wins, which, if they didn't have a point deduction, they'd be well out of this.
They'd be close to top half of the table.
They'd be with us.
They'd be
close to Chelsea.
like a few points behind Chelsea, I think.
So they've been doing.
Wow.
They've been doing pretty good. Yeah. Expected to continue.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 points back from you. Jesus.
May not always be the top,
Yeah, well, I mean, you are still page 1, so...
You gotta take your small victories and just roll with it, yeah.
You are level on points with Brentford. Wow.
Brentford beat us, so
West London
I'm happy with that. Yeah.
rivalry right there. Yeah.
West London represent, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sticking together in the middle. Are Fulham right around there as well?
I think they're just below
They're
us.
they're 3 spots down. So
Palace is
they
around there too,
pick their shit up.
They're a team.
Let's move on. Bournemouth 2, Aston Villa 2. A late Ollie Watkins equaliser.
What a header.
Rescues a point for
What a
Villa.
header.
Yeah,
Oh.
fantastic goal. I mean, Bournemouth looked really good in this game. Emi Martinez made a couple of very big saves to keep Villa in this at 2-1. But, jeez. Bournemouth, they've started to round into a bit of form as well. I think they've put a bit of space between them and the bottom 3. Yeah, they're on 13 points. They've moved above... Because they were in the bottom 3 for a bit.
yeah.
They moved above Luton. They've got 6 points between them and Everton, so they're starting to pick it up. They didn't win a game for a while, and they now have 3 wins.
Carlos was rubbish in this game. Yeah, he just kept giving the ball away. Gave it to... I can't remember who he gave it to, but for that Semenyo goal. But, yeah. Two very similar finishes.
Emery needs to just forget about Zaniolo. Just banish this guy because he changed his team up a bit, right? He didn't start Cash. He didn't start Diaby.
But they're playing midweek.
Yeah,
so.
I know that's what I mean. You get it, right? But
I think Diaby had a knock or something.
I don't
He
know.
came on after, but
what's
Bailey
his
had
face? Scored a
goal
really
this
nice
game.
goal. Yeah, really nice.
Cuts in beauty.
Oh. Another player who's kind of going under the radar is Dominic Solanke. He's having a very good season for Bournemouth so far. I think he's already matched his goal tally from last year, or exceeded it. He has something like 8 or 9 goals and assists combined. Like, he's doing really, really good stuff
doing well.
for Bournemouth.
Yeah, Solanke. He's been good. trying to see how many he has. Probably like 5 or something. He has 7.
Usually, yeah.
7's
Yeah.
solid. Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on. Brentford beating Luton 3-1. Solid result for Brentford. Luton away from home
Rubbish.
tend to not do much.
Rubbish.
I think did they equalize in this one or pull it to 2-1? Gave themselves like a glimmer of hope, but that was like almost immediately snuffed out.
27 shots, and Neo Mopai had another goal. Wow.
He scored?
Poor Luton.
That is Mope getting
How did
a
I
goal.
miss that? Wow. Didn't register. Didn't register that he scored. That is nuts. Another player that belongs in the championship. Yeah, nuts.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and then finally the last game of the week was West Ham drawing 1-1 with Crystal Palace. Oh, big slate of midweek games coming up though. Full game week starting on
I guess
Tuesday.
we know which one that
One in
is the
particular?
marquee. Yeah.
The one in particular, Fulham versus Nottingham Forest.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Villa plays City. That's a nice top of the table clash.
that
and
that
Villa's
is
at
going to
home.
be interesting. Rodri is suspended.
Exactly. No Rodri
No Rodri, no Grealish, I think.
and no Grealish. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No Grealish doesn't matter as much right now.
You say that.
Rodri is.
Grealish is on a
Rodri
run.
is-
1 goal in 1
against his
game.
old side, he wanted to be there. And Villa at home, I've won 12 in a row, right? Or is it 13
Yep.
or 12? Somewhere around there, yeah.
Something
So,
crazy like that. And
yeah,
City,
that'll be a good one.
I don't know, man. You never know. They might give City some problems. This might be the game that forces Pep to change his system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe play some actual left backs.
They have no left backs.
Rico Lewis is a left back,
Lewis,
isn't he?
Can he go
No,
anywhere?
he's right footed. He's a midfielder that is being inverted from
he's
the right.
inverted.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva it is then. He can play there. Anyway,
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
yeah.
This is how we
make
end up with Julian Alvarez at left back or something.
Any prediction for that
And
game?
do you want to make a prediction for United Chelsea? Just do it. Yeah.
I will probably be miserable before, during, and after.
Yeah.
That one's gonna
That
finish
is my
1-1.
prediction.
That's gonna finish 1-1. United Chelsea.
Normally it's a 0-0. Normally these fixtures.
No, we
0-0.
got some 1-1.
Get some
We got
1-1s. I
1-1s.
remember the Casemiro equalizer last season. After
It's a very binary fixture, zeros and ones.
Yeah.
1-1.
I
I
don't
tried
know,
to go
we're-
against the grain last time, didn't work, so 1-1. Yeah.
Well, the Fulham game, yeah. You know what? We just won a game,
Ooh.
and that means we're gonna be crap the next one. So United will get the win.
I don't see how.
2
I don't see how.
2-0 United. Yeah.
Yeah. You think we're gonna keep a fucking clean sheet?
Yeah, I
Are
think
you
so.
insane?
I think so.
I don't
Are
see
you
how.
stupid?
Okay, 2-1. 2-1 United. Yeah, that's my.
You think we're gonna win a football game? Are you
Yeah.
stupid?
Yeah, you're gonna win because we just won one. We can't put consistency.
We
in
ain't
that.
winning
Yeah.
shit, my friend. We ain't winning shit. I don't know, 1-0 Chelsea. Who cares? Can I go now? Can I wrap this up? Can I leave?
Marcus Rashford is gonna. No, he's not. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Harry Maguire is gonna score.
Maybe.
He's gonna score a header or something in the box. It's gonna be a set piece
Sure.
because we're not good at set pieces, right? You've seen us.
Brother,
So,
Maguire
yeah.
does not know how to attack.
It doesn't
a ball.
matter. He just gotta
like,
put
he
his
doesn't know
put his
how
body
to. He
somewhere.
doesn't not
Do
know
you
how
concede
to, like,
goals from set
direct
pieces,
the
or did you
ball.
just make that up? I don't remember. Like,
we just don't look good at set pieces. We
you
look very
don't look good,
vulnerable.
but it's a ball
Yeah.
going into your net.
So,
Doesn't have to
in
look
the
good.
box. In the box, we're very vulnerable. You see Sanchez try to go for crosses. You've seen him.
Yeah, but you also have Disasi and Colwell and Thiago Silva back there. Like, they're monsters in the air, right? Well,
Hey.
no, not so
I'm
much.
just going
And
by
Badia
the
Sheila
tr-
is back.
I'm just going by the trend of the season. We
Jesus
have a
Christ,
good
you're
game,
playing
we have
four
a bad
centre-backs.
game. Have a good game, have a bad game. This is how it goes, and I don't think it's going to change just because United. Shit show that United is. It's not going to change. All right, they're going to squeak at this win.
You're insane, Tommy. You're a fucking lunatic.
Well, we'll come back Wednesday. We'll find out.
All right.
All right?
Instant
For
reactions
more
from both of you.
lunacy, No, fuck all out of me.
You can't force Tommy to give instant reactions and then not do the same when it's your turn. Yeah.
I just want to see this. Yeah, if they win, is there if United win, you're doing one. All right. Yeah. Okay.
All right, that means I'm not doing one because we're not fucking winning. Let's
Did
do
you
it
give a
this way.
prediction?
Yeah.
Was there?
Yeah.
1-0 Chelsea.
Okay,
That's
1-0
the
Chelsea.
win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't faith in this fucking team.
Alright.
Yeah, for more bullshit like this, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 442. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Yeah, I'm not thankful that either of you joined me today. So,
But we came. But we're here.
but you were here. You were here, Tommy, and you were here, Tony.
We were.
And you were also here, dear listeners, and they'll see you next week. I'm up in the air. Bye-bye.